Hey, a playa, have you ever asked someone out only to get the response back from them, "I'm not really ready for a relationship"? Ready? What does that mean? Do they like you? Do they not like you? It's incredibly confusing, but in this video, I'm going to break down what that answer means, how to deal with it, and how to convince that person to eventually date you.
This is the Just Beats, you're watching the Just Beef.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single week I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. So if you want to learn and grow, hit the subscribe button and make sure to click on the notification bell. Now look, if your crush tells you that they're not really ready for a relationship, it probably means one of two things. The first one being that they don't actually like you, but they don't know how to say that, and then the second one being that they do like you, but they're not sure if they can handle a relationship right now. So how exactly can you tell which of those two reasons it is? Well, if it is the first one and your crush doesn't like you, chances are they don't want to outright say that because they don't want to be mean, so they'll skirt around the issue by saying, "Listen, I'm not really ready for a relationship," or "I don't want a boyfriend or a girlfriend right now." They're going to kind of give you this soft rejection because they don't actually want to hurt your feelings. And if that's where they're coming from, a good way to figure it out is by saying something like this: "Hey, I totally understand where you're coming from, but I still want to take the time to get to know you. So how about the two of us hang out this weekend and really spend time learning about each other?" Saying something like that and trying to set up plans is going to put them in a position where they have to give you a more detailed answer. If they don't like you, they have to be more straight up with you and respond by saying, "Yeah, I'm not really interested in hanging out." That's going to kind of be the key to let you know not worth pursuing anymore. But if there's another reason why they don't really want to date right now, they might still be on board with spending time getting to know you. This is how you're going to kind of figure out where they stand on this very generic level. Now, there are still deeper reasons why they may not want to date right now, and this is what you need to explore. Listen, we all have our own thoughts and experiences when it comes to dating, and for some people, taking that leap and jumping into a relationship is a bigger step than others. In fact, they may not want to get into a relationship because maybe they just came out of a bad one, maybe they're more focused on school and just what they're doing in life, maybe they don't want to jump into a relationship without getting to know you better. There's a lot of different reasons that might be holding them back, so try to talk to that person more to explore where they're coming from. Looking at those three reasons though, there are simple ways to navigate those responses. For example, if they told you they don't want to get into a relationship with you because they just got out of one, the simple answer there is to give them time. Let them see that you're willing to take time for them to get more comfortable with you, so they can learn more about you, so they can see how you're different from the person they previously dated. Or if they tell you they're too busy right now and not really ready for a relationship, that's okay. Instead, focus on dating them. Look, dates are a great way to relieve stress. If they're stuck with schoolwork and after school projects and chores at home, going on a date and just taking time to go bowling or go to the movies or just hang out and talk to someone is the perfect way to unwind. And what if they tell you that they just need to get to know you better before they can commit to a relationship? Actually, that's the perfect type of response you can get, because what they're simply saying is that they want to learn more about you. They want to see if the two of you guys fit before you put any label on anything, which is a good sign to look out for. Look, I know it feels good to put a label on things, to say this is my girlfriend or this is my boyfriend. Sometimes that's a lot easier to navigate through than figuring out, what are we? Are we dating? Are we seeing other people? Do we like each other? All of that's confusing, and labels seem to make things simple, but do your best to not focus on labels. Putting a label on what you have with that person also creates added stress that can make them feel like they should be performing at a certain level, that they have certain responsibilities that maybe they're not ready for. So instead, forego the labels, really just focus on dating and getting to know each other better. Now, I know what you're thinking, but if we don't really have a label, how do I know exactly where we stand? Well, this is why it's more important to check in with them, to see how they're feeling about the two of you. Do they feel like you guys are heading towards a relationship? Do they enjoy just casually dating and not really putting a stamp on it and saying things are official? Talk to them about what they're feeling and share your own feelings too, because if you don't check in and you just assume things, you're gonna get to a point where both of you are not gonna be on the same page and things are gonna fall apart. How exactly do you check in with that person without it just being weird? Well, you might want to say something like this: hey, I feel like the two of us are getting a lot closer and I really enjoy that. And I want to know how you feel about us. Do you feel like we're heading towards a relationship, or do you really enjoy where we are right now with just casually dating? Obviously, take what I said and turn it into your own words, but basically the point of it is simple. You're letting them know how you feel and you want to know how they feel. You don't have to be weird about it. It is not a weird question to ask, especially if the two of you are just casually dating right now. But here's the kicker that you need to look out for. If at the end of the day, the two of you are not on the same page, they just want to continue casually dating you and maybe even dating other people, just kind of not really choosing one specific person, and you want a relationship, you only want to be with them, you have to be okay with letting them go. I know, stop. That is not part of the plan. The whole point of this is not to get rid of them, it's to actually be with them. So how do I convince them otherwise? Well, at some point, you just need to be respectful of what other people want. If they truly don't want to be in a relationship and they just want to casually date, then they've made that intention clear and you need to be okay with it. You can't ever force someone to think and feel the way that you do. We need to be understanding and respectful of where other people are coming from and what they need right now in their lives, just like they need to be respectful of what you need. So if what you need is a relationship with someone, then that's not the person. It's okay to walk away and to find someone that will give you and participate in what you want. I'm curious though, what do you think? If you were casually dating your crush right now and they told you they didn't want to jump into a relationship, would you be okay with just dating them? Would you try to convince them to get into a relationship with you, or would you be okay with walking away? Leave your comments down below and we'll talk about it. I want to give a huge shout out to all my patrons and YouTube channel members. These are the people that help the channel grow. So if you want to learn how you can talk to me one-on-one every single month through video chat, check out the link to Patreon for all the cool perks that are listed there. Now, what I want you to do is to check out the video listed over there on the side, where I break down how to ask someone out after they just broke up with someone. Do you do it immediately? Do you give it some time? That video is going to break down the details. On that note, guys, I'll catch you next time. As always, love and peace.